Health and wellness involving the community and continuing to address the growing violence here in Albany. Just a few of the goals for the Albany Police Department in 2024. WALB News 10's Riley Armott spoke with Chief Michael Persley about how, despite the violence, he has hope for the future of Albany.
We're talking about your plans for the upcoming year in terms of the community, in terms of what you want to implement through the police station and get into the community. So I would love to talk about what are your major priorities or your major goals for 2024.
So my focus points, and that's what we're calling, I'm kind of carrying over some from last year and even the year before. But first and foremost is making sure that we enhance our employee wellness for all the men and women who serve in the department.
You also mentioned community stakeholders, and that anybody in the community is a community stakeholder. So how are you going to incorporate not only your initiative of taking care of your people with fostering partnerships with stakeholders?
So one of the things a lot of people want to know, well, where can they help? And I'll tell you, you can start in your home first. We do need to reestablish a lot of neighborhood watches, even start some new neighborhood watches. And at one point there was a community group of neighborhood watches. How do we get that restarted with the leadership coming from the neighborhood watches in the city, so that the citizens, well, I'll say community members, let me say this, the community members, because the reason I say community members, we have a growing Hispanic population here. We have other foreign populations here where you're part of the community. So let them have a voice.
I want to know about the processes that will go on. You briefly mentioned AI for it, so let's get into more of the technology side.
Even if I was fully staffed, I still couldn't have officers on every corner. So you need a technology to help cover those gaps. By using technology, it helps speed up the process on analyzing whatever we have, and now we can present better information, so the district attorney's office can, we make better cases through that.
You've mentioned that gang culture is becoming sort of an ideology here.
It's always been an ideology. When we talk about gangs today, some of these gang members today have family members who have been gang members, who are still gang members. So now that's an ideology that is going through. That ideology is no different than any other type thinking you want. So we have to do things that change their mindset. And that's why I say we're fighting an ideology. Well, if we can get our youth to see that there is more to it than their hood, their street, their side of town, or just Albany, that there's a whole world out there, then when they come back, they bring back ideas. They bring back a passion, a desire to, hey, Albany can be the metropolis of Southwest Georgia. It can be.
Well, Chief Persley says his focus on taking care of the community and his officers comes from a recent report on policing from former President Barack Obama. He is looking forward to continuing to uplift the Good Life City in the new year.